What if I told you the richest people in America often borrow millions, even billions of dollars, even though they already have enough money to buy almost anything they want? Why would someone who's already rich choose to go into debt? Isn't debt supposed to keep people poor? The answer is there are two completely different kinds of debt. One makes people poorer. The other helps some people build wealth. If you don't understand the difference, you'll spend your life working for money instead of making money work for you. Part 1. The two types of debt. Meet Jake and David. Jake gets approved for a credit card. He buys a new TV, the latest phone, designer clothes, and a vacation. Everything feels affordable because he only has to make the minimum payment. But months later, interest starts piling up. His debt grows, while the things he bought lose value. Now meet David. David also borrows money. But instead of buying things that lose value, he buys something that has the potential to generate income, like a business or an investment property. Same word, debt. Completely different outcome. Part 2. Why the rich borrow. Here's what many wealthy people understand. Money has a cost. If they sell their investments, they may owe taxes, and they lose the opportunity for those investments to keep growing. So sometimes they borrow against valuable assets instead, or they take loans to invest in businesses or properties they believe will earn more than the cost of borrowing. The goal isn't to have debt forever. The goal is to use borrowed money wisely when the expected return justifies the risk. That's why debt can be a financial tool, not just a financial burden. Completely different outcome. Part 3. The biggest mistake. The biggest mistake most people make is copying the borrowing, without copying the strategy. They hear that wealthy people use debt, then use credit cards for shopping, cars they can't afford, or expensive lifestyles. That's not the same thing. Successful investors usually have a plan, cash flow, and understand the risks. Borrowing without a plan can quickly become expensive. So, why do some rich people love debt? Because they don't see it as free money. They see it as a tool. Used the wrong way, debt can trap you for years. Used carefully, it can help finance opportunities that may create long-term value. The real lesson isn't, go into debt. The real lesson is, understand the difference between borrowing to consume and borrowing to build. That's a lesson that can change the way you think about money forever.